I set out for a quick before work fishing trip, and you guys are not gonna believe what I found.
There we go. Fish?
The entire spillway was filled with tens of thousands of fish, all pushing upriver for their spring spawning run.
There we go. There we go. Got one.
For most of the morning, I was getting a fish on every single cast. Stick around for this one, it was pretty crazy. Well, good morning everyone. It is a beautiful spring morning. It is 6:30 a.m. and I'm sitting in my car right now, rigging up A-rigs, because hopefully we are about to go crush some striper and white bass underneath this really cool spillway. They have not been running the generator the last few times I was here, and the white bass have been insane. I'm talking schools of thousands of these things just swimming everywhere. I'm gonna wait for a little bit of light to show up, and then we're gonna get after them. Gotta get the big net out, guys. We got potential to catch some really big striper today. So it is 6:59 in the morning. I am pretty sure they're running the generator at 7 o'clock, AKA in 1 minute. That might turn them on, guys. That might turn them on. Kind of wondering where I should stand. I don't know, just like right here or something, I guess. I've kind of got away from going all the way up to the dam recently. I used to do that like every time I'd fish here. I'd just go all the way up to the dam every time, and I don't know, I don't really think that's the best option anymore. Okay, I got 3 setups with me. So setup number 1, this is my A-rig rod. This is a heavy action casting rod, 200 size Tatula, 20-pound fluoro. Then I got my heavy action spinning rod. And then finally we got the medium spinning rod. I've got an 1/8 ounce jig on this with an EFH Banshee paddle tail. Make and sell these myself, $6 a pack if you're interested. Basically gonna use this if I just see big schools of white bass and I just wanna catch a few really quick. But the main goal is still to catch striper or muskie. There's muskie in here. I've caught muskie in here on A-rigs. And it's springtime, so everything's biting and it's totally possible. It's light enough to start casting. Let's get after them. First cast. I'm really curious why there's no current yet. The app said there was gonna be 1 generator running at 7 a.m. Got one, first cast. Oh guys, first cast. Oh, that's a chunk white bass. Okay, so I think the big schools of white bass are probably still here because I just smoked one on the first cast. Here's a little pro tip. It's springtime and these white bass are running upriver. They're getting ready to spawn. So if you catch a male, it might leak everywhere, if you know what I mean. So just be really careful where you're holding this thing. Thanks for biting, dude. This is a before work trip, so I've only got like 45 minutes to fish. Really need to take advantage of that. Nothing on cast number 2. I don't know, I might switch to the brighter paddle tails. I know that white bass just bit the gray one. So like striper's the goal, and I might need to use pearl paddle tails for striper. I don't really know. We'll give this a few more casts and then switch probably. I'm kind of wondering if I had the time wrong for the generator and it's actually 8 and not 7. Okay, no, there's no generator at all today. So they must have just switched the schedule last night. Got one. Oh, that's a really solid white bass. Holy cow. Y'all, that might be like a 2-pounder. Y'all, that thing's a freaking stud. I mean, no wonder it bit an A-rig that I'm fishing for striper with. I think that's like 1.9, maybe 2 pounds. That's a really big white bass. 2.2220. That's a freaking stud of a white bass. All right, let's put him back. See ya. Yeah, the water's a lot dirtier than last time. I don't know, I've already caught 2 fish on these gray paddle tails, so I think I might just keep throwing them for a little bit. Well, okay, no, actually I don't know, because I did just catch white bass. The goal is striper. Seriously, like I really like catching white bass, but I like catching striper about 10 times more. There's a fish. Good fish. Might be a white bass hooked weird. Oh, now it just got easier. Okay. Another white bass, that's 3. Little guy. See ya. All right, where the striper at? There's a fish. What is that? Another white bass. A pretty good one. Oh, my paddle tail's ripped out. That sucks. Did not last very long, unfortunately. There's another nice white bass. Probably like 1 3/4 pounds. It's a pretty good one. See you, dude. All right, so we gotta replace that middle one. I think maybe to start, I'll just throw one of these pearl ones on the middle. Leave the outsides gray, because maybe that'll make them hit the center bait more, and you really want them hitting the center bait. If they're hitting the side wires all the time, they're gonna bend them out, and then you're just gonna break your A-rig. Okay, so now we have 2 pearl dummies, 2 gray ones on the sides, and then a white pearl one in the center. Already caught 4 fish. Pretty dang good for a before work trip. When you know you're about to go sit in the cubicle to hold, they got a fish. Okay. There we go. Guys, I'm just smoking them right now. Oh, that's a chunk. That's a serious chunk on that one. Well, not a serious chunk. That's another 1 3/4 pounds. All right, let's put him back. Thanks for biting, dude. Guys, it's just like total annihilation. If I was using a 2-inch spoon or like the Banshee or something, or like a double Banshee rig, which is that little 3-inch paddle tail I use, I would literally be catching white bass every single cast. I wish you guys could have seen what I saw the other day when the water was cleaner. It was literally just thousands of white bass in these giant schools, just absolutely everywhere. This is honestly kind of the best case scenario for fishing before work, because you only got a little time and you really just want to rip some lips before you go sit in your cubicle. This is a lot of fun. There's another one. Oh, he's off. There's one. I think that's fish number 7. You know, it's funny, I'm saying if you were using like a little white bass bait, you'd be catching white bass every cast. I'm catching white bass on 60% of my casts using the big baits. So honestly, I guess A-rig with 4.25-inch paddle tails is kind of a great way to catch white bass too, but you're just weeding out the small ones. Still looking for striper. There's one. Another solid one. Actually, that's the least solid one of the day. He's kind of long, but super skinny. This fish needs to eat. Let's get him back. Right into the middle. There's one. I'm wondering when I'm gonna get 2 on 1 cast. White bass. There's one. See you, dude. I've lost count. I don't know. That's probably like 10 fish by now. 7:29. I've been fishing for 20 minutes. What's this? 2 casts in a row with no white bass. There's one. So we can make it 2 casts in a row with no white bass, but we can't make it 3 casts in a row with no white bass. There's a fish. Thank you, sir. Oh my gosh, there's so many birds and fish busting up there right by the dam. There's a fish. That's a good one. a really nice one. Might go 2 pounds. Good white bass. I wonder if I'm focusing too much of my casts like kind of on the bank and I need to focus more towards the middle. Because I think this is where the striper would be, is out in the middle. There's one. Oh, dude, it's like almost every cast. This is insane. Thanks for biting. Oh, that was an osprey. I thought that was a striper. There's one. I'm kind of at this point wondering, like, are we gonna get another species? I mean, I catch like largemouth and smallmouth and perch and all sorts of stuff here too. Thanks for biting, dude. I think that, I mean, like the white bass just aren't giving anything else even a chance. It's just like white bass annihilation out there. Okay, I ran to grab my drone. The fish are biting, so I'm wasting valuable time to get these camera angles for you guys. Okay, I ran and grabbed my drone. All right, let's let her sit there for a minute. Okay, I hope this turns out well. I've never done this with a drone before. First cast, let's go. First cast since I ran to my truck. Wasted like 10 minutes of prime bite. There we go, lost him. Okay, looks like they're still biting. There we go. There we go. Another white bass. This is too much fun, y'all. It's just too much fun. Chunky one. See ya. Follow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all, there's 300 of them right in front of me. Yeah, the schools are definitely still here. They were following it in. That was crazy. Wonder if I need to burn it a little faster. Oh my gosh, they're still following it. Guys, there's 1,000 white bass right there. I just need to make a longer cast because that was a little short. There's one. Nope, came off. There he is. No! Oh, I saw that one hit. Oh my gosh. That's okay, I'm gonna get one on this cast. I jinxed, I didn't jinx myself, there he is. I said I jinxed myself, I didn't jinx myself. Just putting the hurt on him, y'all. Thanks for biting. Man, we gotta get a striper on one of these casts, right? There he is. There, oh. Oh, I watched 2 of them come up and eat it. Yeah, with the bigger paddle tails, a lot of the times they'll bite it and not get hooked. I'm probably getting bit like every single cast. There we go. There's one. Oh, he came off. There's another one. Oh. Oh my gosh. There's one. Oh, there's a bunch chasing it. I might get one on. Oh, I thought I was gonna get 2 on one cast. Another one. Got one. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is just so much fun. Chunky white bass. Y'all, like, guarantee you, I gave up like 10 white bass just to mess with the drone. Like, without a doubt. Maybe a striper. Maybe that's when I would have caught the 10-pound striper. Or the 30-pound striper, they got those in here. There's dang 60-pounders probably. State record's like what, 65? Oh shoot guys, it's 8:01, I gotta go to work. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fish for like 14 more minutes, but I'm gonna run all the way up to the spillway to do it. Cause I just wanna try a new spot. Okay, it's kind of really dumb to leave fish to find fish, but the reason I'm doing this is because I'm pretty sure where I just was, out in the middle, it's like 15 feet deep normally. Water's low right now, so it's probably like 10. Over here where I'm about to cast, I'm pretty sure it's like 20 feet deep normally, maybe 25. So right now it'll be like 15. So I don't know, maybe if there's big striper here, which I'm sure there are, maybe they just want the deeper stuff. Like, yeah, I'm leaving fish to find fish, but if I leave a bunch of white bass and catch one striper, that's totally worth it. Watch, I'll just start catching white bass right here too, I bet. I mean, I'm sure they're everywhere in here. They're just stacked so thick. The white bass pre-spawn run is like one of the most insane runs of any fish species. I mean, it's crazy how many of them there are. Could you guys imagine the stringer I'd have if I was keeping them? I'm only gonna fish here for like 10 minutes and then I gotta go to work. Need to make something happen. There's something. What is it? It's a white bass. Okay. Oh gosh. Kind of called that, I think. Decent one. Pretty long, not super fat though. See you, dude. Guy out there in the boat is fighting a fish too. Is it the striper? Fun fact, I've actually never caught a striper in this spillway. I've caught a little baby striper way downstream. Fish. And I mean, I've caught them like way downstream in the river. But yeah, under the spillway here, I've never caught a striper. See a white bass. Oh, that guy's got his dog on the boat. That's so cool. Fish? You guys want to take a guess at what it is? Oh my gosh. I'll give you a hint. It's a species of true bass, and it's white. See ya. If you guys didn't know, the true bass family is like stripers and white bass. Largemouth and smallmouth are actually in the sunfish family. So when you say you're bass fishing, there's a fish. When you say you're bass fishing, everybody thinks you're targeting largemouth and smallmouth, but this is actually more accurate. Thanks for biting. Some white bass just hit my line. There was one. There he is. Oh, that was a big one. Oh my gosh, that was a big one. That was 2-pounder easy. Oh my gosh, there's a huge school just all through here. I mean, I've already said it like 10 times. Yeah, there's schools of them everywhere, but it's just so crazy seeing it again. Fish? Oh, he messed up my paddle tails and came off. Have I cast it into the center here? I don't even know. Give that like a few seconds to sink. Fish? Fish? Oh, is that a hybrid? No, I think he's just got the one tongue patch. I think that's a chunky white. Fat belly on him. Thanks for biting. It's kind of tough fishing this thing in the water that's a little deeper out in the middle because I want to let it sink so it gets lower down to the fish, but I also want to burn it fast so they don't have a lot of time to look at it. And anytime you're reeling it fast, it rises to the surface. So you're pretty much forced to fish this thing in the top like 3 feet of the water. If you want to run it at optimal speed, that is. Oh, what time is it? Oh crap, it's 8:16, I gotta go to work. Guys, this is so awkward because my office manager watches some of my videos. So he might be watching this right now where I'm like saying like, oh, it's 8:15, I gotta go to work, but I want to keep fishing. No, that's okay. I'm actually really lucky. I work at a place where we have a flexible schedule. There we go. As long as you get your stuff done. Fish. That's a big white bass, I think. Oh my gosh. That's a freaking chunk. I gotta weigh that thing. That's huge. I mean, he's not crazy long, but like just how tall he is and fat. What, 183? Okay, I swore that was a 2-pounder in my head. Well, that's still a freaking nice one. Thanks for biting, dude. Fish? Oh! You know, I've actually had really good luck today. I think that's the first one that I've like fought for a while and then it's come off. I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's happened today. Normally that happens a lot more. That's like 1 for 20. There we go. Oh, we came off. That one just, I'm watching these things come up and short strike it. Oh my gosh, there's like 50 of them right there. Said it 100 times, but it's just so cool every time. There's what? There's one. That one. Thanks for biting. Bite. Nope, another bite. What was that noise I just made? Oop. I don't know. There's one. Thanks for biting. I really gotta go soon. I gotta make it by 9. That was a bite. There he is. That's a hard fire. Ooh, chunky one. Wow. Guess he was just hooked twice. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a long one, man. If he eats a bunch, he's gonna be a fatty. I guess, hold on, that was obvious. I think what I meant to say was, I guess if he eats a bunch, he's gonna be a tank. There's one. Might be the smallest one of the day. I think it is. Okay, 5 more casts and I gotta go to work. There's one. Oh, that's a good one. At least he's fighting hard. Maybe, yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, that's a chunky one. Really fat. That's probably close to 2 pounds. Tank. I think I said 5 more and that was 3. So I got 2 casts left. If I want to make it to work by 9, that is. Which I do. Because believe it or not, I have rent to pay. There's one. There's one. There's one. Man, that's a big one too. My gosh. They're all chunks, guys. They're just all fat. When you're using these big paddle tails, it really weeds out the small ones. So this is my last cast. And what that really means is my second to last cast, because you always have to do a last cast after your last cast. That's just a rule. I saw a bunch chasing it. All right, so this is actually my last cast. Way out in the middle. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for me. That was probably the craziest like before work fishing trip I've ever had. I don't know. I need to put a counter on screen. I probably caught like, what, 25 white bass? I mean, that was pretty wild. It was like, for an hour straight there, it was like every single cast I was getting bit. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do me a favor and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.